Natasha.
Yes.
Congratulations! Woo!
What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
What do you
You
mean?
went like that video went viral. The Sha'Carri, the Sha'Carri Richardson video.
It went viral?
You kidding me, right? So
No.
the last time the last time I saw the video, let me see. The numbers were like through the roof. You were at what?
Like, what does viral mean? I've never gone viral. Like
viral.
Like
81,000 people viral.
81,000?
81,000 people watched that video.
Oh my gosh. Nuh-uh. Are you serious?
Dead ass. Let me see your face again.
No. You're too close. You're too close, man. You're too close.
Wow. Congratulations. So how do you feel about that, knowing that those numbers are as high as they are?
I've never had a video go viral or semi-viral or whatever that category would be. So to hear that 81,000 views are attached to that video, it's cool. It's really cool. It's a cool feeling. And, shout out to everybody that's seen it, commented, messaged me. I definitely didn't get 81,000 messages, so that's why I'm a bit shocked. But
81,000. Jeez. Hey. That must feel good though. It must feel good.
It's fun.
It must feel good.
Huh? It's a fun. It feels, I guess, surreal. Like it feels fun. It's different. All of the above. It's exciting. It's an exciting feeling. But what do I do with that now?
Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, honestly, I would say keep making videos. Like when you're home, just turn that damn thing on and talk, because like I told you before, people want to hear you talk. I mean, you just go off the cuff, you do your thing, and you're transparent, and people love it. They really love it. I mean,
I didn't do it by myself though. You helped me.
Well, I was behind the scenes. I was like the Wizard of Oz, but the truth of the matter is that those were your words. I mean, you were unscripted. You went for it and you spoke from your heart. I mean, what was it like? Hashtag Auntie Tasha or something like that?
Okay, first of all, only my nieces and nephews call me Auntie Tasha.
Right.
But hey, for me, it truly it was coming from the auntie space, because I'm 100 and Shacarri is 12. No, with 12, with right. Shacarri being with Shacarri being 21 and me being so much, with me being a little older than her. Excuse me. But it was coming from a space of I was very passionate with my feelings. I wanted to reach her and also reach whomever else would need, that kind of talk from their virtual auntie. So it was coming from the virtual auntie space. And I said what I had to say. I meant well with everything that I said. I know, some people, which, listen, at the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their opinions. You know what they say with opinions, right, Rick?
Everyone has one.
All right. And
yeah,
so
I'd say that. Yeah.
I'm just a girl sitting in a space with a microphone and a camera. I have an opinion and I was able to put it out there, and all of you who watched it, liked it, commented. And you know what? For those of you who disliked it, you contributed to the views as well. So I thank everybody. And I'm just going to keep giving my opinions as necessary from the virtual auntie space.
So before we get into it, comments are coming in right now. What's that? What you say? I saw your last video and you were very fair and balanced. As an auntie, I approve this message. You gave the honest and unbiased opinion. They love that.
Thank you.
Who's that? Yazzie Simmons? Yazzie Simone?
Yazzie Simone. Yazzie. Janet, you were very humble and honest. We need to invited you to Jamaica. Listen, let me tell you something. invite me to Jamaica. Just let me know so that I can get my body right, because y'all down there, y'all not gonna come for me. I gotta look good so I can eat all the food.
So just in case people are wondering exactly what we're talking about, Sha'Carri Richardson, of course, she raced at the Prefontaine Classic. She came in 9th after all this hype, the Nike commercials, and of course the Beats by Dre, the TikTok videos. I'm gonna kill these bees, but she was just talking about people in the race, right? So the world hyped her up like so huge that everyone expected her to win, Natasha, but she came in dead last.
But you know what? Let me say something to that. Coming in last.
Right.
I feel somebody had to come in last, right? Somebody was going to come in last, but I feel like with all the boasting that she did, with all the smoke, the quote unquote smoke that she was supposed to bring to the field, at least come in, even if you're going to come in last, be a little gracious with yourself. Her first interview disappointed me. And if you guys have not seen it yet, check out the last video or the first video that we did on Shacarri and her post-race interview. It was disappointing because, again, I've come in last, and as I said in the other video, and I know some of you came for me talking about, was I ever an athlete? I said I was a former athlete in high school. I have not been in high school.
They came for you in the comments? What'd they say?
Oh my God. Some of the comments, like one person was like, girl, please, when were you a former athlete? Let me tell you something. Give me about 35 days to get my body conditioned. I could smoke you in 100. But in all seriousness, I've come in last before. And, many people watching this can attest to losing at a game or whatever have you. There's a way to go about it. And because she's a public figure, she's an athletic entertainer. And I've said that before, she's on TV and all over the place. There's a way to have these post-race interviews with grace and also cheer on your fellow athletes, whether they're on your same team, another team, wherever. The whole entire world is literally watching. So that's where my disappointment lied. And, she also backed out of her other race. So for me, it gave me sore loser vibes. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't be a sore loser. And,
so what do you think that came from, though? You think it was because, all the trolling that people were doing on her? I mean, did you think she lost confidence as an athlete, a former athlete? You should know. I mean, you lose. Do you want to race again? What was she thinking? What was her?
Well, you know what?
Thought process there.
I didn't have social media. So maybe I'm aging myself a little bit, but that's okay. I didn't have social media to rely on. So losing a race meant you just lost a race and you just had the snickering behind, the other schools you were competing against, the other athletes. And then you had the humbling moment from your coaches and your immediate teammates. For her, she literally has a million social media platforms along with all the other personal, attack, sort of say. So I think it really came from her feeling like embarrassed. When people are embarrassed, you do all this talking and you do all the smack and you don't deliver, you're embarrassed. And when you're embarrassed, you probably want to show out even more. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it did. Now, when she did that interview, she showed her whole, and she came back and did a second interview. And in the second interview, that's where she really tried to clean it up a bit.
Right.
But I think at that point, it
was too late.
It's too late. What do they say with first impressions? First impressions are lasting. So
she's so young, though. She's 21 years old. And I know people say that's an adult. But listen.
No.
She's 21 and she's immature. Listen, exactly what Nika Wilde said. She needs a mentor. She's embarrassed and acting out because of it. She's a kid. She made a mistake, Auntie Tasha.
Yeah, but you know what? And guess what? Somebody needs to hold her accountable. And here's the thing. I don't know this girl personally. So I'm Shacarri. I'm talking to you here through the camera. And if this should ever reach you, you can always call me and I will come to you wherever you are, because this is not me hating on you. This is not me wanting to see you fail. I genuinely want to see this girl win. You've said she's young. She is young. The reality is that she is young, but at the end of the day, she's an adult. And this is not a girl that was plucked out of her neighborhood and thrown into the media and thrown onto the track. She went to college, and she's from Texas and went to college in Louisiana.
Right.
So she's got some life under her. I don't know the kind of lifestyle she lived when she was home, and I won't go there. But the fact of the matter is that she has life under her, and she has enough life in her to have some bloody sense. Yeah. And she knows what she's doing.
So, after all of this happened, we were saying to ourselves, okay, she's trolled. She's been trolled on social media. Has Shacarri learned her lesson? Now, there were some rumblings about her liking posts from other people. Wait, hold on. And it was kind of, let me get this phone really quick, because people are calling and they want to talk to you. And we're going to do this too. Hold on one second, caller. So there was a lot of trolling going on. And we were like, okay, is that really her? Is it not her? Until she did the ultimate thing, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But caller, you're on the air. Hi. Hello? Caller from 415.
Hi, this is Daniel from Tacoma, Washington.
Hey, Daniel,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. I see. I know you guys say that this girl has her own independence, but I mean, she is 21 years old. Can you give her a little leeway or what?
I'm trying to give her leeway, but Auntie Tasha here is.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I mean, yeah, she said that she's had significant life experience. I would counter to that by saying, I don't know if she's fully formulated her own opinions about the world and such.
Yeah.
Which is right. I mean, I give her that. So that's why, I give her a little grace in the fact that, and I said in my last video, when I was 21, I did some things that I look back now and go, you know what, I maybe shouldn't have done that. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who've done things at 21 and they're like, I wish I never did that. So I'm not coming down on her and expecting her to be polished and poised and, just be all, just completely sophisticated. However, there are other athletes, when we look at NBA players, hockey players, other track, her fellow track athletes around her who are in her age range and younger, and they don't behave the way she is even currently behaving. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's people who are in her age bracket and younger and they're not doing the things that she's doing.
Well, people are different. They say that the frontal lobe doesn't mature, at least for a man, until he's 30. But no,
well, we're talking about Sha'Carri, and she's a girl, and we're comparing her to other people.
And she was doing a little bit of the wacky tacky too. She's young.
This is what you're doing. This is what you're. Let me tell you guys something. Rick has daughters. Rick is a. Rick has daughters and sons, and Rick has a soft spot for daughters. And the youngest of his bunch is a girl. Don't put the picture up of your mama.
Okay.
We're not going to do that.
Shacarri lost her mom.
No,
and I think we forgot about that.
Don't do that.
We forgot about that.
Don't do that. Respectfully.
Shacarri lost her mom.
Respectfully, put mama right back there so she could watch me talk to you, because I'm talking to her son. So put your mother back there so she can watch me.
Love you, mama.
I love you too, mama. But your son first of all, your son done got on my nerves all week. First of all, let's get that out the way.
All right, let me see. Mama looks good. Mama's good.
I just told your mother how much you got on my nerves. So now I'm going to talk to her son. Let me tell you something. I don't know, and everybody listening, I don't know what it's like to lose a parent at all. So I'm not even going to part my lips and talk about how long you should grieve for or anything like that. That's not my place. And I will not go there. But what I will say to grieving and also having to perform, when you are in the public eye, there's an expectation from you, right? And just like many other athletes had to take time to take care of their mental health and get themselves stable before they performed in their sport and also performed in the media, Shacarri might have either needed to take a little bit more time. Definitely her race showed that she wasn't even athletically prepared for that race. She didn't just come in last.
But could it be? But could it be, before you say it, could it be she raced against other world-class athletes those Jamaican women, they've been in the game. They've been racing. Sha'Carri, this was the biggest race in her life. She's only 5'1". She's only 5'1". This is the biggest race in her life.
What does that say about preparation?
Damn, I mean, she's like she's not even a second behind them. She's not even seconds behind them. She came in dead as last. This is the biggest race in her life. But think about it. But that's not what it's even about, because, like you said earlier, it's not about how whether you win or lose is how you play the game. She played the game wrong in the end. That's what it's all about.
But she's still playing the game wrong, Rick.
She played the game wrong. Caller, listen, thanks for calling.
Can I add a point, though?
Yeah, please.
So I agree with most of what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say I'm peeved about how the conservatives, how Republicans, how right-wingers are using people like her and Simone Biles to sort of make just a dragging her name in the mud.
Right.
I find, and I hate when conservatives get a leg up, and I wouldn't want to give them any room in the conversation.
Is that you? Are you Larry Pranks? Someone.
That's my name.
Oh, that's
I'm
you.
not pranking you.
Oh no, I see the comment. Okay, got it. Larry, thank you for calling. I appreciate you. You made a great point.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The number's 888-405-7425, 888-405-7425. If you all want to comment, we're talking about Sha'Carri Richardson. Big race. She lost. She came in 9th place, and there was a lot of trolling done after the race. Are we going to talk about what happened?
So there was a race, there was a post, there was the first post interview, then there was the second post interview where she came back and tried to redeem herself. I can only imagine that after the disaster of her first post race interview, her entire PR team, Nike, and all of her endorsements must have been ringing whomever's phone, like, get her butt back out there. And this is what she has to say, because that was definitely a PR nightmare. Now, while everybody, everybody has these sides, she either embarrassed the people who were really rooting for her, or she gained the likes of people who are still wanting to see this girl win, which, again, I want to see this girl win. Well, the other day, Allyson Felix, who is an American track athlete.
Not just an American track athlete. She's the most decorated track and field athletes, period.
7 gold medals, 3 silver,
absolutely.
1 bronze.
Do you remember when she was in the news a couple years ago with Nike, when she was pregnant and they wanted her to do some empowerment ad? And she was still kind of dealing with the fact that they didn't want to compensate her for being pregnant.
Well, they didn't want her to get pregnant. How about that?
Right.
So not even compensate her on being pregnant. They didn't want her to be pregnant, period. But we're past that, right? But the fact that this woman who, yes, she's older than Shacarri. She's been in every Olympic game since 2004. She's also an entrepreneur, and she's she's experienced, right? Forward thinker. She has the sneaker line out, and the reason why she even came out with the sneaker line is because she had no shoe endorse. She didn't have a footwear endorsement at the time, and she put her head together with her family and created her own, and in turn she wore her own sneaker in the Olympics. So this woman, Allyson Felix, is someone who Shacarri should really be attaching herself to as a big sister in the game.
Do you find it amazing how everybody touted Sha'Carri's talent, but no one really talked about Allyson Felix at all? It was all about Sha'Carri.
Well, you want to know why? People like drama. And with Allyson, she's, I'm not sure if she's a mother. She's a mother. She's a businesswoman. She shows up to the plate, and she's a role model. I will say that she's a role model to many, many people, not just women, but people. And it's sad that we live in a society that likes the drama. Shacarri brings the drama, and here we are talking about her. Do you know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, people who have never even cared to watch track and field are probably watching for the drama, which sucks because it takes away from the other athletes who are amazing on the track and also doing a lot of humanitarian work and work for their communities off the track.
Right.
So with Allyson Felix, she went on Jimmy Kimmel's show the other day. Jimmy Kimmel's on vacation, so Stephen A. Smith was the host for the evening. And Allyson went on and gave a very poised interview. And before she got off the stage, Stephen A. Smith definitely wanted to talk about Shacarri. Do we have any?
Look, before I let you get on out of here, I'd be remiss in neglecting to bring up, Sha'Carri Richardson. You know that she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
And obviously being, pushed out of the Olympics because of marijuana use and what have you. In light of all of that's been transpiring, all that she has gone through, what message would you like to say about her personally and about what she endured being an Olympian?
Yeah, I know that.
Supposed to be an Olympian.
Yeah, I know that she's obviously been through so much. And so I hope that she's just supported. I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality and she's brought in a lot of attention to the sport. And I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. And so I think just more than anything, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it. We just, give her the support that she needs.
I got you. Well, you definitely have our support.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Way to represent USA and yourself and your family and everything else in between because you're doing big things. Keep it up, okay?
Thank you so much.
Such a class act. Such
Way
a class
to
act.
represent the USA.
Yeah. I think part of Sha'Carri's appeal was there's that little girl who everyone says, don't wear your hair, don't wear your nails, don't wear your lashes, and all of that. So a lot of people a lot of young girls saw a Shacarri in them. And it was like her opportunity to really stand up for them, and she let them down. She let them down. It was just,
here's my thing with Allyson Felix's interview. As I've been saying, she was gracious in talking about everything else in the interview, even leading up to the question about Shacarri. She had nothing negative to say. She wished her well. She talked about the big personality as she has. She talked about the fact that, we should support her. Her exact words were, we should just give her the support that she needs. So nothing negative came out of this woman, Allyson Felix. It's almost like she herself wants to do something. Do you know what I'm saying? But
I do.
What's the saying about the horse in the river? You can take the horse to the river.
You can lead a horse to the river, but you can't make the horse drink the water.
Exactly. So in a case like this, millions of people can want the best out of Shacarri. Even her own teammate wants the best out of her. Her own teammate is rooting for her. Literally, she publicly is letting the world know, I'm rooting for her.
Natasha, what I'm going to do really quick while you're doing your thing, I'm going to share this link. So if anyone wants to join us on video, look in the chat where it says The Rick Party Show. Click the link, join us, and talk about it. Okay, continue.
So Shacarri now.
Shacarri.
Is it Shacarri or Shacarri?
I think it's Shacarri.
Shacarri.
Yeah.
She now
Everybody screws up her name, so.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, if I'm saying your name wrong. If it's Sha'Carri versus Shacarri, as I've been saying, I'm your virtual auntie, and it's coming from a place of love. Sweetheart, after Allyson said what she said to you on Jimmy Kimmel's show, you then went ahead and thought that posting this post on Instagram was appropriate. Do we have that? Do I
have to play that one? Do I have to show that one?
Yes, you do.
This is embarrassing.
That's okay.
All right, there it is. There it is.
Where? Okay.
It's on the screen.
Okay.
It's on the screen.
So after Allyson said what she said, Shacarri goes on her Instagram stories and says this, encouraging words on TV shows, excuse me, I don't know why I'm reading like this. Encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as, well, nothing at all.
Right. So that was in reference to
Allyson
saying all those great things about Shacarri. And that was Shacarri's response. And after that, I was like, I can't do nothing for you anymore. I cannot defend you. I cannot say anything. I mean, that right there was it.
The epitome of immaturity,
right?
To like, I don't even want to say to another level. It's just extreme. Shacarri, darling. On your second interview, on your second post interview at the Prefontaine Classic,
right?
You yourself said you're all about women empowerment. You're all about seeing women being bosses, women support. You talked about being a role model. You talked about, you know, when the question was asked about your passion and your prior interview, you let the person know that, you know, you're passionate and it came from a place of passion. Okay, we get it. All right, but girlfriend, you then turn around and make the comment publicly shading Allyson when all she wants to do is show you love. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. And I'm here to tell you, as your virtual auntie Shacarri, call me. Have your people find me so I can just reel you in a little bit.
What is Norman is saying? Bad sportsmanship, bad sportswomanship is definitely immature. However, I want to see. Damn it, I cannot see. I want to see
other athletes. So Norman says bad sportsmanship, and then he says bad sportswomanship is definitely immature. However, I want to see other athletes who behave badly held to the same level of scrutiny. Here, let me tell you something, Norman. Here's the thing. There's many, many, many other athletes who behave this way. However, the many, many, many other athletes who do behave this way, not only do we not see them as highlighted and heavily publicized as Shacarri, but you know what? Send them my way. I don't know them all. I am a track and field girl because, like I said,
when did you run track?
Leave me alone, okay? I used to run track in high school. I from when I was about 5 years old all the way through I was 18.
I mean, you really did run track. Like you ran track.
My mother had me in track from 5, actually 6 years old.
And you competed?
Let me take something to throw it at. Do you need me to? Yes, I competed. I have medals. I have trophies.
So you weren't like the runner, the person who ran with the bucket of water for the, for the other runners, running through the field.
Your internet is glitching. I can no longer hear you.
I knew you could.
So as someone who, track and field is something that is very, very near and dear to my heart. So much so, like I was even thinking a couple of years ago, like, gosh, am I too old to compete? I want to compete. Whenever I watch these races and watch it live, I'm like, oh my God, I want to get on the track so bad. You know what? You know something?
What's that?
You might find me on a track.
Hey, check this out. We want to hear from people too. 888-405-7425. 888-405-7425. Let me let's see. Let me see if I can get the screen a little.
Stacy Rich says, does Shacarri not have sport agent representation? Someone needs to guide her, but I think she would be a rebel regardless. Can't believe she ever attended college. Hey, listen, whether she attended college, whether she has 5 degrees under her belt or none, the fact of the matter is, when you don't have a strong support system around you, you can have as much money, as much degrees, as much anything in the world. You will be as ratchet and loosey-goosey in your mouth and talk all the crap you want, and that's it. So I'm not here to bash this young lady. I'm here to, I keep saying it, literally be her virtual auntie. And who knows, if you're watching this and you have a way for me to get through to Shacarri's camp and I can be there and be her real life auntie, I am willing to help as best as I can. And you know what I was also thinking? Let me say this too. I don't know what else she possesses, what other skill, whatever else she has going on. Do you know what I'm saying? As far as I know, and as far as all of us getting to learn this young lady, she runs track. So my thing is that, for one, if she doesn't condition herself properly and get her numbers right, her success.
When you say condition herself, are you saying condition herself as far as athleticism?
Yes.
So here is a question. She's 5'1". She raced against world-class athletes. Think about that for a second. She's never been on this stage before. She has never been on this stage before. So that's her first time running against the best. So why do we think that she didn't do a good job? Did she beat her personal best? How close did she come to her personal best?
See, I don't have those numbers. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say this girl did a bad job, because let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
If I was down there running, they all would have made it home, changed their clothes, and I probably would still be running to the finish line. So I'm not here. I'm not here to challenge her numbers. Rick.
No, and that's the only part that really bothers me about Shacarri. People act like she didn't run a good race. I mean, she ran. Listen, she ran.
No. She did not.
No, she ran a great race.
Look, Shauna here. She says she didn't run her personal best, and I believe that she did not run a good race. No, Rick. No. Look, didn't
hold
I tell
on
you
one
that
second
before? Rick is a girl dad, and he's always.
Hello?
Wait, hold on. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Demetrius.
What's up, Demetrius?
What's up?
Talk to us.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you? What's on your mind?
Shit, I'm bullying. What y'all talking about?
We're talking about Sha'Carri Richardson, the athlete who ran in the Prefontaine Classic. She lost. She came in 9th. And recently, Allyson Felix was on the Jimmy Kimmel show hosted by Stephen A. Smith. She gave her nothing but love. Sha'Carri posted something on social media. It seemed like it was a bit of shade, if you will.
Yeah.
So talk to us, man.
So how y'all feel about that?
How do you feel
we
about
want
what?
to know how you feel about it. You called in. I want you tell me.
Yeah, tell us, please. Hey, listen, man, whatever you're having, I want 2 of those. I want 2 of whatever you're having, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, call us at 888-405-7425. 888-405-RICK. All right, if that's easy for you.
Having a good time wherever he's at. Thanks for calling in. Listen, Rick.
Yeah.
She did not run her personal best. It was not a good race. And
did you look it up? Look it up right now. What's her personal best?
No, I'm not looking.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Look, somebody put it here. Her time. So the time that she ran was 11:14. 11.
So
anything
listen,
is unacceptable for her. Yes. You know what? Rick,
10.76 and 10.86.
No, that's not what she ran. No, Rick.
What did she say? Wait, damn. Her time was 11.14.
Do y'all see my face?
Ooh. Yeah, that's
all I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Let me make my point. She needs to condition herself. You Rick are a former athlete. You competed in many different sports growing up. I know that was a very long time ago for you, but I
still look like it though, don't I?
The fact of the matter is that when I say the word condition, I mean, she needs to get in the lab.
Do we think that she wasn't in the lab, though? I mean, seriously.
Rick Party.
Natasha.
I'm talking.
Okay, go ahead and talk then. Talk.
Sha'Carri,
go ahead. You talk, I'm listening to you, yes.
Sha'Carri needs to condition herself within, okay? Mind, body, and spirit. She needs to get right before she talks all that ish. And all the smoke that she's going to bring. I implore her to wrap people around her. She might not necessarily be in a space to know the right people she needs in her camp, but I pray that the right people enter her life that will center her and literally keep her focused on not just her track work, the athleticism portion of her, but really philanthropy, being a mentor to other young ladies who are watching her and wanting to literally climb into her shoes and move forward with life. She has a lot of life ahead of her. And I really am rooting for her. But the way she's carrying on, the way she's even shading her fellow teammates is unacceptable. That's
Wait, hold
all I
on.
have to
Sean,
say.
what does Shauna say? She says, keep quiet, stay off social media, Natasha, and
She
let them.
didn't. No, Rick, don't do that because for people not watching us and
No, I'm
only
just kidding.
listening.
No, they can see it. It's on the screen.
Well,
She's
there's
telling
people
her
who's
to.
probably listening.
No, she's telling her to be quiet. Sis, she really shaded. No, she really did. I mean, I really didn't want to think that she shaded Allyson Felix, but she really did. That's a shade.
Of
There's
course
no
she
other way
did.
to.
That was horrible. And that woman did
Yeah, it
not
was
have,
pretty bad.
you know what? When Stephen A. Smith asked her the question about Sha'Carri Richardson, let me tell you something. Allyson Felix was not obligated to say anything about Sha'Carri. Do you know what I'm saying? She did a very good interview talking about herself, her business, her family, so on and so forth. Allyson Felix could have literally said, I wish her the best. And that's it. But she really had a message for Sha'Carri and saying we should wrap her arms around her. What was the quote here? We should give Sha'Carri Richardson the support she needs. And she definitely said, I see Sha'Carri in the sport for a very long time. And she talked about her personality. And she said it with a smile. And I felt her energy in saying that. Sha'Carri doing what she did was very juvenile and foolish. And I'm disappointed as her virtual auntie in how she responded. And I do believe she should come off of social media for 30 days.
I think we should do like a hashtag Auntie Tasha. Here's the number someone wanted the number to call. That's a call-in number, 888-405-7425. We're talking about Sha'Carri Richardson. It's not really a question anymore. Did she shade Allyson Felix? It's very clear that she did after watching that video with Allyson Felix on the Jimmy Kimmel show with Stephen A. Smith. And Allyson was nothing but class. Hopefully that Sha'Carri can take a page out of Allyson's book. You know,
she can take a page out of a lot of people's books. There's a lot of people wanting to pour into her. And of course, the internet is a dangerous place where you can find a lot of people talking bad about her. We have to be careful when it comes to mental health. The last thing I want to do is dig so far down in trying to discipline her virtually to where it becomes destructive. That is not my end goal. That's not our goal here on the Rick Party Show. That's not my goal as Natasha Simona, or as we've been saying, as her virtual auntie. My goal is not to dig into her so far down that she holds her head down and never picks it back up. My goal is to pour into her here and hopefully in person one day and make sure that she wins. She has a lot of life ahead of her, and she can really be a force to reckon with.
Yeah. Sir, you're on. Turn your, lower the volume on your phone or computer.
Okay. I'll just step over.
All right. What's your name and where you calling in from?
Okay. My name is Karen. I'm calling in from Jamaica.
Hey.
Jamaica.
Speak that stuff with him, Natasha.
No, will you stop it? But listen, at the end of this interview, can you send me a package, a care package?
Here's my take, right?
Talk to us.
Sha'Carri Richardson, she's 21 years old. At 21 years old, Shelley Fraser Price was Olympic champion, 2008. You can go and look it up. So
I believe it. I remember it. I mean, can't forget it. Yeah. She ran when Usain Bolt ran. Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Allyson Felix, at 18 years old in 2004, ran a gutsy race to finish second behind another great, Veronica Campbell-Brown.
Right.
Her first medal. Between Allyson Felix, Shelley Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, and you named other greats. If these people that have been competing so long can give even a word of advice to Sha'Carri on how to conduct herself, how to, bounce back, and how to act overall as a track athlete. I think if she's going to throw shade, she should at least win a global title first. Right. Win a global title. I mean, she thinks she's the sixth fastest woman ever, and nobody can take that from her. If somebody runs 10.70 tomorrow, that's taken away. And a lot of people can come and run a faster time, and that's taken away. It can never be taken away the global title. All right? So she's not even in the league to speak at Allyson Felix right now. She should sit down, keep quiet, and take sound advice, and stop behaving like a spoiled brat. Because I love her. I truly love Sha'Carri. And
this is someone calling from Jamaica.
You know why? She robbed me. I'm a track fan, and she robbed me the opportunity to see her at the Olympics, running at her best. Now, I'm not going to mark anything against her in that last race that she ran, because I know in the world of track and field, and for people who are in the world of track and field, I know that when you take time off, especially so long, it doesn't matter how much you're training, you're not race fit. And if she's not race fit, I knew she would not have come and given us her best.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
And she not giving us her best, that race, I can't count it against her. However, if she had not went and broke the rules, clearly known the rules, broke it, and then robbed the world of what we could have seen over there in Tokyo, what we would have had right now is Sha'Carri Richardson at her best facing a Jamaican trio at their best, and then we could have seen a real result, a result that we could definitely write home about in track and field.
Right.
She robbed me, and I'm mad at her for that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm really mad at her for that. So she should now go back to the drawing board with her team, sit down, keep quiet, learn, and come back again and give me what she robbed me last Olympic next year at the World Championship.
I love it, man. Thank you for calling all the way from Jamaica. We appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you.
Definitely, bro. Blessings, and I'm listening in.
All right, brother. Thank you. All right. Phone numbers 888-405-7425. We got more phone calls coming in.
Everything he had to say. Literally.
I know, right?
I loved it.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Howard. I'm from VA.
What's up, Howard?
Yes, I would just like to comment on the Shacarri Richardson situation.
Talk to us.
I think the only reason why she's in front of the cameras 24/7 is because she highlights the worst qualities of Black women.
Huh?
She highlights the worst qualities of Black women. She's a caricature of Black women.
Oh, so you're saying that they want her in front of the camera because
she makes us look bad.
Well, you know what?
I don't think she looks bad.
She's making herself look bad. She's making
I think her appearance is atrocious. I think her attitude is atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even speak complete English. I mean, didn't she go to LSU?
Okay,
she did.
Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on 1 second.
Wait, hold on. Let him talk. I want to hear him for 1 second. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She looks, dresses, talks, acts like a hood rat. Especially if you compare her to her opponents, who look much more wholesome than she does. I mean, she's the only person out there with fire red hair.
So because she has fire red hair, that makes her a hood rat?
Do you want your daughter to look at Sha'Carri Richardson?
She's not, but she's not my daughter. And the way.
No. I didn't say that. I said, do you want your daughter to look at Sha'Carri Richardson and say, I want to be like her when I grow up?
No, I want my daughter to look like her mother when she grows up, not anyone else. So whatever Shacarri decides to look at, you can't judge her from her outer appearance. You can't judge her for her hair and her lashes and her nails. FloJo had the same thing. And hold on, before you go, a lot of the Jamaican athletes, they wore colorful hair. In fact, Price, she had yellow hair at one point.
Green.
I mean, she had green hair. So listen, man, it's a style. Underneath the lashes, underneath the wig, underneath the nail is someone's daughter. All right. She's a young girl finding her way. So for you to get on and call her a hood rat, nah, bro, you're not doing that.
So here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
As I've said before,
I hung him up. Anyway, he was saying she looks like a city girl.
Let me say this as a former athlete. No, when
I had to hang up on you, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
When I used to run track, my school colors were purple and white, and I used to have really, really long nails, right? Because I loved FloJo. And that was somebody that I looked up to in the track and field world. FloJo, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, and the likes. And so I loved the long nails. I loved when I ran. I loved the clicking. Right. First of all, my nails look atrocious today. Don't judge me. I have to go get my nails done. But I don't like the last caller's response to her appearance. I think Shacarri is a beautiful young lady. I
Absolutely.
love the flair that she brings to the track. I love the fact that her nails are long because it does remind me of a younger Natasha that had the long nails, and I would represent every race I went to. I would have the colors and things like that. The hair, I mean, I've got blonde hair right now. I change my hair every day. You know, when I was in high school, you know, I had hair all the way down to my behind. I had all types of different weaves and all types of different stuff. The other ladies who run track have interchangeable hairstyles as well. So let's not go down the road where we're ripping her appearance apart. Shacarri is beautiful. She is fit as hell because I'm fat as hell. And Shacarri wears her uniforms with pride, along with the other ladies who are competing against her or with her. All of these ladies are in very good visible condition, and all of the colors that they wear, I celebrate them and I love it. That's not what we're here for. So if you're going to call in and participate, please understand that Rick and we are not sitting here judging her appearance whatsoever. Shacarri is beautiful.
I'm not. I really don't. She's a beautiful young lady. That's what she decides to do. The number is 888-405-7425. Someone's on the phone. Hi.
Hi, good night. This is Deidre, and I'm calling from Jamaica.
Yes.
Jamaica is in the house.
I just
Shout
want to
out.
give my 2 cents where Sha'Carri is concerned. I don't think that we should be putting her down or degrading her as to how she dresses or how she carries herself. Right?
I totally agree. Yeah.
In life, at least at some point in time, we all do some form of sports throughout our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, I am a track and field former athlete, right? We will boast, we will do our little thing to get us to that hype, just to get that motivation for us to perform. But where I think the letdown is when she's been, I guess, a bit too aggressive with how she's not. At least you would say that that sportsmanship character that she is lacking. Here in Jamaica, I don't think we hate her. We don't hate her. That's a fact.
That's
There's
good to
no
know.
hatred towards her in your thought. Because anywhere in track and field, you always have competition, right? And that's what we have. That's what drives us.
Right.
So I don't think anybody should shade her and belittle her nor degrade her. Because in Jamaica here, we do not hate her. But the fact that she doesn't have the sportsmanship character, that maturity to level up and say, guys, well done, I will come again, but do not have that fiery attitude about you where you're being, I guess, disrespectful somewhat to the sport. It is just a bit distasteful. But I think she's a very, very great athlete. And pertaining to the Allyson Felix thing, I think she was very, very shady where her comments are when she posted that comment towards her. And that is just not acceptable in the sport any at all. It's all about competition, and that's what we should do. Just try to compete, and who wins, but not that you losing. It doesn't put you down at the bottom to say that you are worse off than anybody else.
Yeah. Thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
You know.
All right, thank you.
All right, when we go to Jamaica, dinner's at your house.
I know.
What? Thank you.
Shout out to the whole island. I mean, oh my God, I am due for a trip.
I don't know if you can tell or not, but when he called in, it bothered me a little bit.
Well, you were ready to jump through the phone
because as you were saying earlier, I am a girl dad, and it took me a while to just really understand about women and hair and nails. It's what women do to make them feel good. I mean, and for him to say that, I mean,
Yeah.
damn, my blood was boiling. Let people be who they are.
Yeah.
Let people be who they are, man.
Yeah. I
Just-
didn't appreciate that. Because never once have you or I talked about, you know, her appearance. It's not about that. I love her appearance. I love the flair that she brings to the sport. I think it's fun. I think it's colorful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was that girl. I was, like I said, I was that girl with the long nails and the different color outfits. And, you know, you want to, and Sha'Carri's not the only one with a colorful flair. The other ladies have their own style. That's a style, and it's fun. And let me tell you
really
something.
is. Yeah.
It makes it easy for me to identify her. you know, it's fun.
Right.
And I want everybody watching this, whether you're live or you watch it on a rebroadcast, have grace with people. You know, we don't like her behavior. This is what we're talking about. We are dissecting and unpacking her behavior, and we are packing it with what we would like from her, whether this reaches her or not. Obviously, the intention is for it to get to her or whomever is going to be coaching her. We want Shacarri to be I really want her to be the best of the best. Unfortunately, we don't have Flojo anymore. Flojo passed away. So we don't want Shacarri to not excel in life.
Right.
I want her to excel in life with her colorful hair and her nails and her Listen, I'm not here to dim her light. I don't want to dim her light. I don't want her light to ever diminish. I want her pizzazz. I want her confidence. You know, I want her to bring all of that because that is who she is. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And the problem is that when you have too much pizzazz, you could fall on your ass. Now, Sha'Carri.
Let me say it again. Let me put that on Facebook. Say it again. You got too much pizzazz. Put it on your ass.
Anyway,
as my virtual godmother Oprah would say, that was a tweetable moment. that was a tweetable moment.
Okay.
Dawn says she already dimmed her own light. Sha'Carri didn't dim her own light. Let me tell you something. Sha'Carri's in a space of do you know when children want your attention, they do really foolish mess. You know, when they're a baby, they might throw their food on the floor because they can't articulate words to you. As they're growing, they might have a little tantrum. You know, you do things to act out. Sha'Carri right now, I want to say, not only is she acting out of embarrassment, but she's just acting out. And she kind of needs somebody to sit her down and just teach her life fundamentals at the age of 21. Do you know what I'm saying? She doesn't need huge ridicule. Hello?
No, keep talking. Hold on, sir. Yeah, keep talking.
She doesn't need her light to be dimmed. I don't believe her light is any duller than before. She just needs she needs to know what it is to be a public figure. And she
does need to know, but I'm always gonna go back to she lost her mother. And she's still hurting. And like wait, hold on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you, you said it earlier. You said you don't know what it's like to lose a parent, right?
I don't.
I lost my mother 2.5 years ago. I'm 53 years old and I still cry like a baby. I still hurt. Now that baby's just a baby. So she's doing dumb stuff. She's acting out for so many reasons. I'm not defending her, but she lost her mother, and that hurt is not over yet. That is not over. So at the very least, try to give her grace when it comes to losing her parent, her mom. That's a big That's a big deal.
Now
It's a big deal.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You lost your mother.
Yeah, sir. Hold on one second. Hold on. Go ahead.
You lost your mother.
Right.
You took time to grieve. And then
I'm still grieving.
Hold on a second. I'm going somewhere with this. And I remember you telling me the story of when you got the phone call, right? You were working. You took the time to grieve before you went back to work, right? Because
if that's what you want to call it.
So
if that's what you want to call it,
I'm going somewhere with this. So the same way when a woman has a baby, she takes time for maternity leave and she goes back to work. Do you understand? So you lost your mother, you took a moment to grieve and you went back to work. Yes. When you went back to work, although you are still grieving, you still understood the fundamentals of your job. And
no, I wasn't the same. I wasn't the same.
Work with me here. I'm not saying you're the same. I'm not saying that you're the same today, even though it's 2.5 years later. I'm not saying you'll ever be the same as when your mother was alive and healthy, right? You're never going to be the same. But what you are present day is learning how to live life through the grief. And you are growing as a newer individual and learning how to live without your mother. You don't know what life is like without, you just said it, you're 53. So if we can go back 2.5 years ago, what does that bring you to 51 when your mom passed away or so? Something like that?
Yeah.
My point is that you have lived your whole life. You lived your whole life knowing your mother and having your mother. So you don't know what it's like to live without your mother, right? And so the life that you're living today, present day, you're learning how to navigate without your mother in this new space. And your grieving process will probably carry you out through the rest of your life because you're 53 and you're closer to the other side than a child, than Shacarri. Shacarri's 21. Now,
where you going, Iyanla?
Where I'm going with this is Shacarri at 21. There's a lot of stories out there about where her mother was in her growing up and the process and all those things. That's not my place to talk about it because I really don't know what the facts are. But Shacarri needs a bubble around her to help her get through this process of not having her biological mother. But if she wants to remain as an athletic entertainer in the public eye, to help her navigate through life.
I'm going to get some water. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't do that, Rick Party.
Jeez.
I'm trying to choose my words wisely because listen, the closest thing to losing a parent was my grandparents. Okay. So, and it's not the same. And I will never sit here and say, I feel your pain. I can understand the pain, but I don't know what it's like. And so I'm trying to empathize as best as I can. And I feel it in my spirit because I love you so much. And I know how much you loved your mother, that when you talk about your mother, it hurts me. And I'm really trying not to cry because I do feel your pain. And I also feel.
No, you have to. I mean, it's not like that. I mean,
when you get out of character.
I'm just reading these comments, as we're talking about this, Norma Hill says she did not have a relationship with her mother. We don't listen. We don't know that.
I don't think it even matters. You know what?
Right, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Let me tell you something. It's still her mother. I know grown men who didn't have relationships with their dad their entire life. When they finally had the chance to sit with their dad and do all the things that they wanted to do, go fishing, go play baseball, go to a baseball game, sit down and have a laugh or two. They had maybe a few months to spend with their dad, and their dad passed on. They cried like a damn baby.
Or even if they never met, right? Even if somebody said here her last relationship was from under 10. Let me tell you guys something. You don't know what that girl wanted her whole juvenile life of wanting her actual parents. You don't know what she went through in her upbringing, wherever she was raised. That is, unless we know the core facts from Shacarri herself, I will not encourage or even speak on people talking about the fact that her mother wasn't in her life. That is not fair to this conversation, and it's not fair to Shacarri. The fact of the matter is her mother is no longer on this physical planet, and whatever it is she thinks she might want to do with her mother and anything she can possibly think of is now impossible because her mother is dead. And we have no idea what that is doing to her mental health and her ability to even be sane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know.
You say her mother passed away. He's like, her mother is dead. That's so harsh. Jeez. Hello?
Oh, Rick.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada.
Hi.
I'm Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just I'm listening to you guys. I have a 21-year-old son, and he's a little bit of a problem. But what I try to tell him a lot of the times is that you can say whatever you want to say, you can behave the way you want to behave, but at the end of the day, there are consequences for those actions, right? And what Shacarri did, she has to understand. I know everybody's saying that she has to, there are lessons for her to learn, and she's young, but that's a part of growing up, right? But she's young, and you're going to have to learn the consequences of your words, that it impacts a lot of people, and she's a public figure. It's a harsh lesson to learn, but she's going to have to learn it anyway, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, getting up there and saying some of the things that she says, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, you're entitled to say what you want to say, but you still have to live with those consequences.
No, absolutely.
And that's pretty much what she's doing.
Yeah. And, and thinking about Sha'Carri losing her mother, whether she had a relationship with her or not. I mean, listen, the internet doesn't care. The world doesn't care. I always tell people, remember these 3 words: life goes on. People are going to make...
Right. Well, and when you put yourself out there, you're going to get negative things back. You're going to get positive feedback. You're going to get negative feedback. It's a process that you have to learn to shut out the negative and to feed off the positive. And that's not something you're going to learn right away. That's not something that you're gonna just know how to deal with. That's a process. And people, even in your 40s, you're going to have to learn to shut out the noise sometimes. So it's a learning experience for her. It's unfortunate. I don't hate her. I think
better not hate nobody.
Especially, I have 4 boys. Right?
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of things that I've learned, and that I have to impart on my boys and let them know that, a lot of people, not everybody's going to like what you do. Not everybody's going to like how you look. Not everybody's going to like how you present yourself.
Right.
And, how you present yourself, how you say things. You can say you hate, and you can say you don't like this person. You can say whatever. But at the end of the day, when you say it, know that you're going to get feedback from other people if you put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm. She needs you and Auntie Tasha to take care of her, make sure she's good.
Auntie. Listen.
Yeah, well, it's everything is a learning. Like I'm grown. I consider myself grown, and I'm still learning.
Right.
I still make mistakes. I don't think you're ever gonna get to a point where you just don't make mistakes.
Yeah. Thank you for calling.
We're all growing.
We really appreciate the phone call. Thank you so much. Okay.
No problem. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. El Michelle said she's a child being asked to realize all the issues of life in a single moment.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that too, but you know what? She's 21. She's a legal adult, and perhaps it's taking her a little bit more time to mature. No one is asking her to snap a finger from interview to interview or post to post and grow up. This is all going to, it's development. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just hoping that before she continues with her public appearances, before she does her next race or whatever else she has going on, that she takes some of these tools that people are trying to share with her with love and grow. We just want to see Shacarri grow. Shacarri, we love you here at the Rick Party Show. Auntie Tasha,
we love you, baby.
I love you, honey.
Natasha, while we're here, again, congratulations on that video. Let's see. I'm check. Let's see what's the latest tally here.
Now we're all here. I just want to tell everybody, first of all, for everyone that is watching us right now, thank you for being here with us and communicating and just watching us. Thank you for everyone.
All 248 people that are watching right now. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Your video up to 248 people watching. 82,000 views on the last one.
So on the first Sha'Carri Richardson video that I did the other day, thank you to everyone that has watched that. That's exciting for me and my guy Rick Party.
Thank you. And here's what we want you to do. Make sure I don't know where you all are watching. Make sure you follow the Rick Party Show on Facebook, on YouTube, and go to Natasha's page on YouTube as well. Tell them what your page is. In fact, I'm going to look at it. I want to monitor it so we can get those likes up.
My page is Natasha Simona. If you can see my name down on the bottom, literally, I have my own page as well. We have the Rick Party Show page, and Rick Party has you've got many pages. Which page are you promoting?
Oh, just this is about you right now. Go ahead.
Okay. No, but seriously, I just want to thank everybody that's here. I can't see the counter of how many people are here, but for everyone that's here, I really appreciate it. All of the new people that have joined on since a couple of days ago. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, Natasha.
What?
You have 500 subscribers on your YouTube page.
You're so silly. Be quiet.
No, just kidding.
I know that's a lie. Because there would have been a little bit more excitement and shock. Is Rick Party? Look, somebody just said, "Is Rick Party your brother?" Let me tell you something.
I'm old enough to be her father.
Rick, don't do that. Don't do that.
I am.
Don't do that.
17 years older than you are. A young father, young dad.
Anyway, Rick. You can call Rick my brother, yes. Because the way I want to strangle him sometimes, you have no idea. But shout out to all of you. This is a new space for me, so it's exciting and it's fun to see the numbers grow. There's no script. I'm talking to you all, and I'm giving my opinion straight from my tangled weave and my heart.
I was going to tell you that. I don't want to say anything. I was like, that weave. You got to shake her out and do some stuff with her. I don't know.
Do you remember what my Cash App is? My Cash App is.
No, tell the people in the audience.
I don't even know what is my Cash App. I don't know.
Look at your phone right now. Maybe someone let's see if give it and just to see if it works.
Well, I got to go to Cash App. Let me go to Cash App right now. Cash App. How do you see your username? Okay. My Cash App is Golden Mommy, GOLDENMOMMY. That is my Cash App.
Is this Golden Mommy?
Golden Mommy. So, Rick, since you have something to say about my tangled weave, I'm expecting you to Cash App me some money.
No, not me.
And
maybe somebody out there is going to Cash App you.
While you're at it, I need my nails to be done, so you can add to that donation.
So, if anybody out there in Jamaica, America, Canada, you want to donate, what is it? Cash App, $ Golden Mommy.
Anyway, I just want to say shout out to all of you that are rocking with us. Shout out to all of you that are new on board on the Rick Party Show. We greatly appreciate the love. We really do.
So make sure you follow us on the Rick Party Show everywhere. Make sure you follow this page on YouTube. Make sure you follow it on Facebook and also on IG, the Rick Party Show, and Natasha Simona. She is on IG. I am Natasha Simona, the way her name is spelled.
I like how you have your Instagram name up there, but you didn't let me put my Instagram name.
I told you to.
You did
the
not.
Last time we were on.
Change it right now.
I can't change yours. Wait, can I change yours? Hold on.
Of course you can. El Michelle says, "Say talking again." Talking. How else am I supposed to say it?
Who you talking to, huh?
How do you say the word Rick? How do you say talk? How do you say the word TALK?
Talk.
Anyway, where I come from, we say talking.
Talking.
Let's see the last. We're gonna get out of here. So Andy says, "Great show."
Where I'm from, we say talk. Who you talking to, huh? No, that's
what is your name? Joey or something?
Joey.
Shout out to everybody still leaving.
Did I do that right?
No, you did not. You have a space from Natasha.
I am Natasha Simona.
Rick, are you trying to sabotage me right now?
No, I'm trying to get you right. Hold on.
You try to get me right. Shacarri said that number one can take 6 fastest time ever. You know, listen, we're about to get out of here. We're going to close the show with this. In my parting words, let me talk to you. In my parting words, before we leave, I want to leave you guys with this message. No matter where you are in life, you can be up here, drop down a little, drop down, and be so far away from where you were all the way down here. If you ever get to down here, knowing that you were all the way up here at whatever point in your life, you can always come back up. But remember, for those of you who are all the way up here, at any given moment, can go all the way down here faster than you can blink. Your life can take a turn in any given moment for the better or for the worst. Strive to be your higher self, your highest self, and do everything with humility and grace and love. And like I tell my children every day when I write their lunch notes, everything you do it with a smile. That's it.
Everybody have a